When the solution you provide is clear and simple, customers come to you without you saying a word. Like the hospital, learn to simplify your solution in such a way that everyone will see it in clear and simple terms. That is ultimate selling. My name is Imoru, and I believe that you can do much more. Today, we'll be talking about simplified selling, the few steps that guarantee result. Now, I wanted to look at the 5 steps that guarantee result. I remember a time in my life, I was actually punished by my father. I was like maybe about 7 or 8 years old. Why was I punished? Because I refused to ask questions. I don't know if you've ever been in that shoe or a certain time in your life where you don't want to ask questions and you don't want to ask a question. I remember my father saying to me, when you ask a question, it means you are a wise student. And he said, when you take a next step of providing solution, then you become a very, very wise man. Now, I didn't understand it then until now. Let's look at how you can actually simplify sales in 5 simple steps that will guarantee you result anywhere you find yourself and you are going to sell something. Now, if you are going to sell, number 1, this is what you should do. You should start with a question. It doesn't matter the industry you belong, particularly those that are in direct sales industry. If you want to sell to someone, if you want to get somebody's attention, if you want to actually get someone to buy from you, the first thing you should do is that you should start with a question. Now, if you start with a question, you'll be able to find out what the person wants. You want to find out how you can provide the solution the person is after, because you started with a question. Start a question of what do you want to become in the next 5 years, or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, or what do you want to achieve with this, or how do you want to get this solution into your system or into your enterprise or into your business. Start with a question. The number 2 thing you can do is that you should share solution and benefit. You know your product very well. You know your service. What are the solutions? What are you going to provide for me? What are you doing for me? If you are on the social platform, you must learn how to share solution and benefit. Then the 3rd thing you should do is that you should be able to show how it works. Now, don't just show me solution. Don't just tell me solution and benefit. You need to show me how it works. You have shared solutions. You have shared benefit. Now, show me how it works. I want a practical way of how your product work, how your services work. Now, you can use testimonial to show this. You can use a video to show this. You can allow your customers to talk on your behalf. What we call social proof. That is how you show how it works. Now, the number 4 thing you can do is that you solve the doubt and fear equation. Now, when you take people through the very first step of starting with a question, now you try to actually share with them solutions and benefit. Then you show them how it works. They will have doubt and they will have fear. Now it is time that you solve the doubt and fear equation. That is the 4th step. Then the 5th step is that you sell with a story. It can be your story. It can be someone else's story. Now you need to learn how to sell with a story. Now, if you sell with a story, you are driving the point home. You are trying to close the sales because you have a story of how it worked for someone. You have a story of how it worked for you. You have a story of how you made it work. A success story, what your service have done for others, a story, or what your product is doing out there. If you take this 5 steps, you have simplified sales and you will be able to sell effectively. It doesn't matter what you're selling, whether you're selling services or product, or even you are in a direct sales industry, you will be able to sell correctly. Don't forget the 5 points. I said the first one is that you start with a question. Ask relevant question so that you will be able to provide solution that people need. Number 2 is that you share benefit and solution. Then number 3 is that you will be able to show how it works. Now, number 4 is that you will be able to solve their doubt and fear equation. This is what I always say when it comes to solving doubt and fear equation. You must listen to them, because if you don't listen, you will not know what they want. When you listen, you will be able to solve that doubt. If you listen, you know their doubt, you know their fears, so that you can solve it. Then number 5 is that you share a story. You sell with a story. You tell a story. You'll be able to narrate a story of how the product works, how the service works, or how what you are selling actually works. So with this 5 steps, you will be able to sell to anyone, anywhere in the world. It is simplified sales for any business. It is a best way you can have result and keep having result in your business. I believe that your business will grow with this. Just go ahead and start to practice it. And if you are new on this platform and you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and subscribe so that you can be getting this wonderful content every week as we bring them out. And don't forget, share with everyone and let me know how this has helped you, or any of these 5 that you have been practicing and how you have been practicing it. Ask me a question on the comment section. I remain Imoru, the guy that believes that you can do much more.